El-Rufai withdraws interest in ministerial appointment, recommends a replacement. Wow. So this is exactly what has been disclosed now. Due to the growing call for Senate not to confirm Nasser El-Rufai nomination as the Minister of Nigeria, okay, and also from the contribution of the former Kaduna Central Senator Shehu Sani, that this man should not be confirmed if Nigeria is going to be in peace for security reasons. And a lot of Nigerians have come against the nomination of Nasser El-Rufai because of his antecedents and because of his family's antecedents, especially with the supervision of the killing of Christians in Southern Kaduna under him as governor of Kaduna State. Now, as a reaction to that, it's now been disclosed that El-Rufai had decided to withdraw from the ministerial race as a person. I think that should be the best. That is exactly what Nigerians want or desire. Mr. El-Rufai had disclosed during his confirmation hearing that Mr. Tinubu asked him to work with him on power. Okay, a former governor of Kaduna State, Nasser El-Rufai, has withdrawn his interest in being part of President Bola Tinubu's cabinet. Premium Times can exclusively report that. Presidency sources said Mr. El-Rufai told President Tinubu at a meeting on Tuesday that he was no longer interested in becoming a minister, but would continue to contribute his quota to the development of Nigeria as a private citizen. Go and sleep. He also told the president that he needed time to focus on his doctorate program at a university in the Netherlands, one of our sources said. Another insider also told this medium that the former governor suggested a new ministerial nominee, Jafaru Ibrahim Sani, for Kaduna State, saying the president would find him very useful and resourceful. Mr. Sani served as commissioner in 3 ministries in Kaduna State, local government, education and environment, while Mr. El-Rufai was governor. Mr. El-Rufai visited the president at the presidential villa a day after the Senate confirmed 45 ministerial nominees after a week-long screening of 48 of them. The upper legislative chamber, however, withheld its confirmation and those of 2 others, citing security reports from the state security services for the action. 2 others were a former senator from Taraba State, Sani Danladi, and a nominee from Delta State, Stella Okotete. Our sources said on becoming aware of the Senate pronouncement on this case, Mr. El-Rufai, who only returned to Nigeria from London on Monday, sought and got an appointment to meet the president. At the meeting on Tuesday afternoon, President Tinubu, according to our sources, told the former governor he received some petitions critical of his ministerial nomination. The president then asked for 24 hours grace to review the petition and the SSS report to the Senate to enable him to reach a decision. Okay, it was at that point that El-Rufai responded that he was no longer interested in being minister, since it appeared some forces around the president were scheming intensely to block his emergence as federal minister. Mr. El-Rufai had disclosed during his confirmation hearing on 1st of August that Mr. Tinubu asked him to work with him on the power problem facing the country. And according to him, the president had given a target of 7 years for Nigeria to stop experiencing power outages in the country. At the Tuesday meeting, Mr. El-Rufai also reportedly told the president that since he would no longer be in the Federal Executive Council, he should return the next day with his team to present the preliminary work done so far on the energy sector. The team that accompanied the former governor to make presentations to the president on Wednesday include Eyo Ekpo, a former commissioner at the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, Hafiz Bayero, a former commissioner and administrator of the Kaduna Capital Territory Authority, Tolu Oyekon of the Boston Consulting Group, and Ayodele Oni, a lawyer. Olu Vehejin, the special advisor to the president on energy matters, presented on gas. Okay, Mr. El-Rufai is studying for a doctorate in public policy at the United Nations University in Maastricht. His associate says as says as he prepared to leave office as governor in May this year, he had indicated his desire to exit public life and concentrate on his PhD program. But that was until then, President-elect Tinubu asked him to join his cabinet so he could charge him with the responsibility of repositioning the inefficient power sector in Africa's largest economy. Obviously, these guys are thieves. It is unclear what suddenly went wrong between the two men such that an agency of government would block Mr. El-Rufai's ministerial nomination without the president lifting a finger. When contacted, Muyiwa Adekeye, the media advisor to El-Rufai, declined to comment on this story. It is clear now, the guy actually has, and Tinubu can also be very trickish. It could be that Tinubu that is also asking him to come is also the same person setting up all of these things against him. It is possible. Tinubu is a double-edged sword. That is the truth. But the fact remains that Nasser El-Rufai had actually accumulated enough enemies for himself because of his utterances, his behavior, and his performance as Kaduna State Governor, especially with respect to public utterances, religious bigotry, and jihadist and banditry activities in Kaduna State. None of these he managed very well. He rather proved to be patron of all of these groups that actually annihilated human presence in almost in several parts of Kaduna. Okay, so the truth of the matter is that this man is not fit to be a minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria because of his antecedents. Somebody saying, please, some enemies of power sectors know the capacity and capability of El-Rufai, and as someone that cannot be rubber stamped, not be anything, the guy is not a good person. That is why they are thwarting him from sanitizing the power sectors, although El-Rufai may have his own shortcomings. He has a lot of shortcomings, not some. Especially his involvement. He's not somebody that is fit to be in the public space. That is the truth. I think I want to agree with you. Totally agree with you. No, the guy actually has Islamic agenda in everything he does. And so he cannot represent Nigerian interest. Everywhere he is going to represent. Now, somebody is saying here, it is not a nation of hypocrites. Since you know that this man is a security risk, why not try him, and if found guilty, jail him for the millions of northern blood shed for no reason? Yes, he should be arrested and be tried, but they won't do that, no, because they know themselves. Who then is responsible for the blood of certain people in Anambra, Imo, and Abia? Could it be that the same governors in charge of those states are responsible? This one is coming to talk now because he has seen that the previous commentator was an Igbo man and now he's against it. El-Rufai actually does not have the moral standing to be in Nigerian space because he's a religious bigot. Nigeria has surely lost the minister of power that would have bring sanity to its power sector. Now lie. If the president wants to do something, he just needs a minister. He can give the office and then watch the minister, supervise the minister. That is the truth. Until Tinubu or any president is ready to solve power problem, irrespective of who is there, the solution will be there. Okay, any minister that is failing because the president is not interested. Let us leave that matter. Somebody says, are you sure? Tales by moonlight. He could not bring sanity in security issues for 8 years. Please, he is just overrated. And that is true. I believe what this guy is saying. Okay, I believe what this guy is saying. If he's so hard, why did he not, correct the security issues in Kaduna State? That is truth. Somebody say, na fear they worry him, so that when he reach Nigeria turn, the thing not go affect him. You know he is a Fulani. The next thing you will hear, he has left the country. You know, say, okay. So the next thing you hear, he has left the country. Okay. And you know he's a Fulani. The next thing you will hear, he has left the country. You know, say him go they get information from his brothers. A religious bigotry for that matter. That is exactly what he is. El-Rufai is a religious bigot and should not be in Nigerian space. Okay. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment in this matter.